Hey dudes and chicks, and neither of those rules don't apply to you. Welcome to Makeup for Last Time. My name is Katie. Today I am going to be popping this palette's cherry. The color story looks like this. It's totally my shit. It's like 16 bucks or something. I don't know. It's super inexpensive. So anyways, like, it's a cheap date. And so if you're curious to see how I got this look, or if you want to hear my final thoughts on the palette, or if you just like to watch, then hang out. All right, I'm going into the color Cursed with my Voldemorphy M506. And I'm just getting it above my burly brow bone and then bringing it down into my crease, but not all the way. And I'm just looking like so that my lid is about as high up as it's going to go, unless I'm like rolling my eyes at you, which is not entirely out of the question. It's something I do several times a day. So on the not so rare occurrence that I will roll my eyes, the color will disappear. But in the more common that I'll just be like, then you'll still be able to see it. I mean, how does it look? Can you see it? And then with my Spectrum A08, I'm going to go into the color Elixir. I'm going to go in with my Voldemorphy JH40. And I'm going to go into the color Sorcery. And this is a super pretty purple. Like, I'm not saying it's like completely different than any other purple that I've ever seen, but it is a really pretty purple. And I have a feeling when I put it on here, it's going to fucking look like Sorcery. So I'm just going 50% on the color, and actually I'm going all on the color. Oh man, look at that purple. That's fucking pretty. So essentially, I'm just taking that purple and placing it all along the part of the dark blue that I had blent. So where it was purely saturated, I didn't. But where it was like I was starting to blend it up, it is. So I just put it on there because now I'm going to blend this up. And I'm finding that I keep running out of room. And I keep doing the same thing over and over. Now, if this fucking purple blends out, I'm going to shit my pants. Because look at what I did. Look at that line I just created. Oopsies. If this line blends out, then this fucking palette is better than a lot of fucking $50 palettes. Straight up. Because I just fucked up doing that. And honestly, it's being pretty gracious. I'm going to use my Voldemorphe M506, another one, and I'm going to go into the color Enchanted. And it's going to fucking look so good. It's like a light pink, but it's like almost lilac-y. Now, is this pastel going to be as good as some of the pastels I've been using lately? I fucking doubt it, but let's see. That looks good. I'm gonna do something weird here. I just want to see. Now, I will say that this isn't quite as pigmented. I'm just gonna pack this on here so that I can fill that hole. Cause I have a fucking shadow-shaped hole that can never be filled. Oh my God. See, this is the shit. Like, dude, the thing about it is like, this is the shit that makes it, like, when I just look in the mirror and, like, it just comes together and it's so fucking pretty, I get hungry for looks, dude. Like, hungry for those motherfuckers. And sometimes I'll look at a palette and I'll be so fucking overwhelmed by palettes that I'll be like, okay, gotta make the donuts. But then, like, shit comes together and I'm like, what the fuck? But then when shit don't come together, I'm like, fuck this shit. Just kidding. Gotta make the donuts. Like, you know, I don't want my life to be like that. I want shit to be exciting. And you know how I was talking about the way you feel doesn't have anything to do with externals. The truth for me is that the joy I get from doing makeup is never about the makeup. It's always about me. It always is. Like, if I can do a look, it doesn't fucking matter. Like, I can get all the best palettes, and I do, and I will. That's never gonna change. I'm always gonna fucking chase palettes. I'm always gonna do that. But the truth is, the true joy that I get from doing makeup is never about the palette. I have 25 palettes that you guys might not even know that I have. And it doesn't matter. I look at them and I'm like, oh God, no, no. And then when I open them and I fucking pick up a brush and it's fucking over. So, like, all I'm saying is, like, this is what it's all about. Like, when it just comes together and you're like, oh, fuck. Oh, fuck this blue. Dude! No, that's actually how I really talk. I'm like, oh, dude. That's actually how I talk. It's how I've always talked. Now, if you guys notice, I'm just keeping this, like, round-ish. And I'm just gonna go back into that color Sorcery. Dude, that color is fucking Sorcery. It's not just a clever name. And then sometimes too, you know, it's like, I feel like some of the palettes that I've used lately are so fucking good. And then, like, I'll use other palettes. So, like, the last two palettes that I've used have been really, I mean, they just haven't, like, lit me up, you know? And so then I start thinking, oh my God, I've, like, gotten as good as it's gonna get. I'm not gonna get, that palette was so good that I'm just gonna be disappointed and ungrateful and bringing a bad attitude, and maybe I just shouldn't even fucking upload it. But then, like, I get a fucking $16 palette, which I actually paid like $7 for this or some shit. It was stupid. It was like 12, or I didn't get it on the Black Friday sale, but I got it like on the sale before, and I literally paid like, I don't know, I got maybe 20% off. I don't fucking know. It was like $13 for this palette. And look at how fucking good it is, dude. You know what I mean? And then I paid $45 and, you know, for a total fucking disappointment. And then the next palette was like, it was okay, but it didn't like light me up, you know? I don't think that was the palette. I think that was my color choices. I'm just saying, like, for a minute there, I was like, dude, am I just bringing the fucking negativity because, like, I've already used, like, the best palettes and, like, I'm just being negative because, like, they're not as good as those palettes. And then I pick up this cheap palette that's literally at full price is like $16 or some shit. And it's like, dude, what the fuck? I mean, no. That's not, but it's nice because then I'm like, no, that's not what's happening. Those palettes were just okay, which is fucking fine. It's fine for me to think that palettes are just okay. I'm feeling like I'm being a little too ginger with this lighter color and I'm not getting the blend on the outside edge of that purple as I need to. So I don't want to lose it because it's so fucking close to my brow. Oh my gosh. Man, that looks fucking killer. It looks so good, I'm almost mad about it. I don't really like what I got going on here, so I'm just gonna... I got no additional product on here. I'm not gonna do that anymore because I don't want to bring that blue up any higher at all. That looks good right there too. I'm just going to go back into Enchanted and I'm just going to place that little bit right here. And then I'm going to use my Kaleidos S5 and I'm going to do those same things. What is going on here? With my Spectrum A13, I'm going to go into that color Sorcery. Oh, my Spectrum A13 is like a little smudger. I think I better use my Voldemorphy JH40. With that other Voldemorphy M506. And then with my Big Daddy. I love this fucking color. Holy shit. And then I'm going to take that color Enchanted and I'm just going to bring that around town. Yeah. I'm going to use my AOA E131 to put on NYX Glitter Primer. Boom. And then I'm going to use my Beely flat shadow brush. And I'm going to go into the color Charmed. Of course I am. Give it a little spritzy poo. Barely, I barely spritzed it. And then with the other side of that same brush, I'm going into the color Spell. And you got to kind of dig into these for that first dig. They're not like, they're just got a little coating on the top that's like, you got to get through it. You just got to get through it, buddy. That was so fucking easy, I can't even believe it. I'm just going back in with that Boldemorphe M506 with a little cat hair on it. Where's my cat lovers? You know. That is very pretty. And I'm just gonna go through and I'm going to go into the color Charmed with my Refero 3 and give it a little spray or two. Oh man, that looks fucking beautiful. And that color Charmed really builds too. Like it could be really light and airy, or it could be that vibrant purple, like lavender, violet. I'm going to use my Jessup 231 and I'm going to go into the color Moonlight right here. And I'm just gonna fucking go to town with that shit. Yeah, like I said, once you get past that the outer crust, yeah, this is exactly what I want to happen. What I really want to happen is a fucking Avengers marathon starting from fucking Iron Man and chronologically going through every single Marvel movie until you get to Endgame. Is that weird? That's not on my goals that I'm trying to manifest. Shoot, I knew I was forgetting something. And I'm just pulling that down like I do because I like it. And I didn't want to spray it because I wanted it to be like spread and airy, and I love that. Okay, now just for information for you guys, I normally, to blend out that deepest color, would use the deepest color, but I don't want to continue to raise that deepest color. I want that purple to stay exactly where the fuck it is. So I'm leaving it like this, and I know it looks a little bit stark right here. So actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'll go like this. Excuse me. What's going on this so... My Beetlejuice palettes just got here. I'm going to use my Jessup 227 and I'm going to go into the color Enchanted, that light pinkish color. And I'm just going to kind of go like this, just a little tiny bit, just to get rid of this like... I have a feeling I'm not going to like that shape, but... I like it. I'm gonna fucking wear it and I'm gonna fucking be pleased about it. I'm going to go finish my face. And I'll be back when I'm done. I'll be right back. So this is the manifesto, the pièce de résistance. I used my Moon Cruiser highlighter by Kaleidos. It's kind of this purpley blue color. I used my Kaleidos Lo-Fi blusher in Lo-Fi Rose, and I use the whole thing. Honestly, the matte isn't worth it to me. I love the shimmer over the top of it. And then my LA Girl Neon Shockwave pencil in Electric, my Rouge and Rogue eye wigs in Electra, and my Makeup Monsters Lippy in Grim. And then I put my Kaleidos highlighter on the Cupid's bow in the center. I fucking love this. It really came together. This palette is good. It's good and it's inexpensive. It's not good for the price. It's inexpensive and it's really good. And I've heard that the Sunset Horizon or whatever, the other palette that's like, this is part of a duo. It's like duality. I heard it was really good as well. I didn't really care for the color story as much. Honestly, I could probably come up with some really cool looks, but it's like those warm tones that they just, I don't know, they're just not doing it for me right now. However, I can get that palette anytime I choose. This palette is super inexpensive. The color story is bomb. It's all those blues and purples and the teals that I love. I almost feel like my looks might be getting a little bit repetitive, but I mean, look at this look. Like, you can't beat it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell because you can't wait to see what happens next. Hit the like button if you like this look or if you just like my sparkling personality and my boyish charm. And hang out with me in the comments because I fucking love it. Thank you guys so much for watching. You could have been anywhere, but you were here spending your valuable time with me and I totally appreciate you. Later.